Welcome, Madridistas. The passion for the white jersey comes alive here. Stay tuned for the latest updates, transfers, and everything about the greatest club in the world, Real Madrid.
Trent Alexander-Arnold could soon become Real Madrid's next marquee signing, and the Spanish giants are doing everything in their power to bring him in ahead of schedule. Although his contract with Liverpool officially ends on June 30, Madrid is pushing to secure his arrival earlier so he can be part of their squad for the FIFA Club World Cup, which kicks off in mid-June in the United States. With FIFA opening a special registration window from June 1 to 10, Real Madrid sees a golden opportunity to finalize the deal in time. Talks between the two clubs are already well underway. Liverpool is reportedly asking for around $1.1 million to release Alexander-Arnold early, an amount Real is willing to pay to have the English fullback available immediately. For Liverpool, it would also mean saving on the final month of his wages. At Valdebebas, there's no doubt, they want Trent in Madrid as soon as possible, ready to wear the white shirt and make an instant impact on the world stage. While there's no official announcement yet, all signs point to an imminent move. Real Madrid is leaving nothing to chance to ensure Trent Alexander-Arnold joins the squad in time for their first match of the tournament. William Saliba is Real Madrid's top target to reinforce their defense this summer. After a season plagued by injuries, the club is determined to act decisively and avoid repeating the same mistakes. At just 24 years old, Saliba has established himself as one of the most complete defenders in Europe, strong in duels, quick, tactically intelligent, and excellent with the ball at his feet. His profile fits perfectly with what Real Madrid needs, a modern centre-back with leadership potential and long-term projection. Florentino Perez is ready to go all in to make Saliba the new cornerstone of the Madrid defence. The club is preparing an offer that could exceed €100 million, convinced that such an investment is necessary to secure long-term stability at the back. Saliba, with his Premier League experience and growing role in the French national team, is seen not just as a reinforcement, but as a future leader who can define an era at the Santiago Bernabeu. Talks are already underway, and Real Madrid is intensifying contacts with the players' camp. While Saliba remains focused on his current season with Arsenal, he is reportedly open to the idea of joining Los Blancos and taking the next big step in his career. The club is doing everything in its power to make the move happen, and Saliba's arrival could become one of the standout transfers of the summer window. Eduardo Camavinga is packing his bags. His departure from Real Madrid is now only a matter of time. The French midfielder, who joined the club in 2021 from Rennes for around €30 million, has failed to meet expectations after 4 inconsistent seasons. Despite showing flashes of brilliance, his overall performance has lacked consistency. His high-risk playing style, often overly aggressive or reckless, has cost the team in key matches and ultimately worn down the patience of the club's leadership. Real Madrid has made its decision. Camavinga will not be part of the squad next season. The club had hoped to sell him for around €70 million this summer, but a serious injury sustained against Getafe, a complete rupture of the left abductor tendon, has complicated those plans. He is expected to be sidelined for about 3 months, and Madrid is now willing to accept offers in the €55 to €60 million range. Regardless of his injury status, the club is determined to move him on. His time in white is coming to an end. This isn't just a tactical move, it's part of a larger shift in Real Madrid's squad strategy. The club is aiming to rebuild its midfield with more creative, intelligent players, and Camavinga no longer fits that vision. His raw talent is undeniable, but his development has plateaued. As such, his departure this summer is not just likely, it's inevitable. Eduardo Camavinga's chapter at Real Madrid is closing. Real Madrid is going all out to sign Theo Hernandez. The Spanish giants, already planning for next season, have officially contacted AC Milan to inquire about the conditions for the French left-back's transfer. According to transfer expert Nicolo Sciarra, Theo has been put on the market after failing to reach an agreement with Milan to extend his contract, which runs until June 2026. This has opened the door for Madrid, who see Theo as a top priority to strengthen a key position identified by incoming coach Xabi Alonso. With the Alphonso Davies deal now off the table, Madrid is turning its full attention to Theo Hernandez. The French international, who previously played for Real Madrid in 2017, has grown tremendously since then, becoming a crucial player for both AC Milan and the French national team. Currently valued at around €40 million, he is admired in Madrid for his speed, strength, and top-level experience, not to mention his familiarity with the club. Talks are underway, and Real Madrid is doing everything possible to bring him back this summer. Internally, the club sees Theo as a strategic addition capable of making an immediate impact. If the financial terms are agreed upon, Theo Hernandez could very well return to the Bernabeu in the coming weeks. Tijjani Reijnders is the name Florentino Perez is quietly keeping at the top of his list to strengthen Real Madrid's midfield. With Toni Kroos officially departing after winning the 15th Champions League, the club is working behind the scenes to find a worthy successor. The Dutch midfielder from AC Milan, under contract until 2030, fits the bill perfectly: vision, tempo control, precision, and consistency. For Real Madrid, Reijnders is seen as the ideal player to orchestrate the game and bring balance to a midfield that has often looked disoriented this season. The Spanish giants are already preparing a smart strategy to move forward with the signing. The key bargaining chip in the deal is Alex Jimenez. The young Real Madrid academy product, currently on loan at Milan, is highly valued by the Italian club, which is eager to keep him. Real Madrid plans to use this interest to lower the asking price for Reijnders. Talks have already begun between the two clubs, and Madrid sees this negotiation as a chance to strike a major blow without getting into a bidding war with other European heavyweights also watching the player. Optimism is growing at Valdebebas. Reijnders is reportedly open to the idea of joining Real Madrid and becoming a central figure in the club's new long-term project. Florentino Perez is moving quietly but precisely. Signing the Dutchman has become a top priority, and the club is hoping to seal the deal before the competition heats up. A new midfield maestro may soon be walking out onto the pitch at the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid has activated all its resources to secure one of the most powerful transfers of the market, Victor Gyokeres. The Swedish striker from Sporting Lisbon is having a sensational season, with 52 goals and 12 assists in just 49 matches. His lethal finishing has caught the full attention of the Santiago Bernabeu, and Florentino Perez himself is leading the charge to bring him to Madrid as soon as possible. The club's management sees Gyokeres as the ideal number 9 to complete their new Galactico project. Strong, explosive, and clinical in front of goal, his profile fits perfectly with the tactical demands of the team. Although Sporting has set his release clause at €100 million, Madrid is confident they can negotiate a better deal thanks to their strong relationship with the Portuguese club, with a clear objective of making Gyokeres the new goalscorer at the Bernabeu next season. Within the sporting department, the message is clear: Gyokeres is a top priority. The club wants to seal the transfer as soon as possible and add him to a squad already aiming to dominate Europe. Takefusa Kubo is back on Real Madrid's radar, and this time the club is determined to bring him home. With Real Sociedad manager Imanol Alguacil on the verge of leaving, Madrid sees the perfect opening to move for the Japanese star. Kubo, who scored 7 goals this season, recently left his future up in the air by saying, "You never know what can happen." In Madrid, those words have been taken as a signal, and behind the scenes, the club is already preparing a serious push to bring him back to the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid still owns 50% of Kubo's economic rights, which would significantly lower the final cost of any potential deal, despite his €60 million release clause. With interest from Premier League clubs rising, Madrid is eager to act quickly to avoid losing another homegrown talent who has developed into a top-tier playmaker elsewhere. The club's leadership believes now is the time to strike. At Valdebebas, they're convinced Kubo has matured into a technically gifted and tactically sharp player, exactly the profile needed for the next phase of Real Madrid's evolution. Talks have already begun, and all efforts are being made to ensure that Kubo returns to Madrid not just as a former academy prospect, but as a key figure in the club's future. Huijsen is on the verge of realizing his dream of joining Real Madrid. The Madrid club, impressed by his performances in the Premier League with Bournemouth, has decided to take all necessary steps to secure his transfer. Although his release clause is set at €60 million, Real Madrid is convinced that this amount is justified for such a talented and promising defender. After several weeks of reflection, the club has reignited its interest and is now working to finalize discussions to bring the young Spaniard in this summer. Real Madrid sees Huijsen as a future cornerstone of its defense, a modern player who can seamlessly fit into the club's long-term project. The player, a fan of Sergio Ramos, is ready to take this big step and wear the white jersey. Since the negotiations began, he has made it clear that his desire is to join Madrid, prioritizing his sporting ambitions over any financial aspects. His transfer is now a matter of timing, and everything points to the deal being completed soon. The leaders of Real Madrid are determined not to miss the opportunity to sign Huijsen. The goal is to conclude the deal swiftly to integrate him into the squad before the next season begins. The club hopes that Huijsen's arrival will bring a fresh dynamic to their defense and serve as a crucial reinforcement for the years to come. If all goes as planned, the young defender could make his first appearance in a Real Madrid shirt at the start of the summer preparation.